Durham Tech students can choose to transfer to universities and colleges in one of three ways. The three paths to transfer offer lots of options in terms of how quickly students can transfer and how easily their community college classes will transfer to senior institutions. This video series will explain these three ways that students can transfer to a college or university. The three options for transfer are as a visiting student who takes only a few classes at Durham Tech, as a student who earns an Associate in Arts or Associate in Science degree at Durham Tech, and as a student who earns an Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Fine Arts, or Associate in Engineering degree at Durham Tech. This first video will focus on the option of transferring after being a visiting student at Durham Tech. Visiting students take just a few classes at Durham Tech, usually no more than 18 credit hours, and then transfer to a senior institution. As long as you are taking classes that are transferable and that are college level, and you earn a C or better in your classes, then the Comprehensive Articulation Agreement will protect your classes. The Comprehensive Articulation Agreement, or CAA, is a North Carolina law revised in February 2014 that states that all courses that are designated as transferable will transfer to all public North Carolina universities and to private colleges that have signed on to the agreement. The CAA protects transfer to all public North Carolina universities to help students have a seamless transfer experience. Many private colleges have also chosen to follow the CAA, but not all of them. If you plan to transfer to a private university, then you should make sure that the university will accept the classes you take at Durham Tech. The recently revised CAA separates transferable classes into three categories: Universal General Education Transfer Component, or UGETC courses, General Education courses, and Pre-Major Elective courses. UGETC courses are guaranteed to transfer toward a senior institution's lower division general education course requirements. This just means the courses students usually take in the first 2 years at the university. General education courses and pre-major elective courses are also guaranteed to transfer, but the senior institution can decide whether the course will count towards general education or elective credit if the student doesn't graduate from the community college with an Associate in Arts or Associate in Science degree prior to transfer. UGETC courses that you take at the community college can count as general education courses or pre-major elective courses. General education courses can also count as pre-major elective courses, but pre-major elective courses cannot count as general education or UGETC courses. Huh? Let's put this together to see what it means. Let's look at 3 different biology courses at Durham Tech. Bio 111, General Biology 1, counts as a required natural science course for all AA and AS degrees. It is considered a UGETC course, and it counts toward the natural sciences requirement. Bio 140, Environmental Biology, is a general education course. It counts toward the AA and AS degrees, and it is considered a natural sciences course. But a student who transfers before graduating with an AA or AS degree may not get general education course credit for this course. Bio 168, Anatomy and Physiology 1, is a pre-major elective course. It counts toward the AA and AS degrees, but students who complete this course cannot get general education credit for it. It won't count toward the senior institution's lower division general education course requirements. So how many UGETC classes can you transfer to a senior institution if you don't plan to graduate from Durham Tech with an AA or AS degree? Students who plan to transfer before earning an Associate in Arts or Associate in Science degree at Durham Tech are limited to transferring the following numbers of UGETC credits. As you see here, students can transfer 6 credit hours of English composition, which would mean English 111 and 112 for most students, 9 credit hours of Humanities, Fine Arts, and Communications, 9 credit hours of Social and Behavioral Sciences, 8 credit hours of Math, and 8 credit hours of Natural Sciences. If you plan to earn the maximum number of credits in each of these 5 categories, you may want to consider completing the Associate in Arts or Associate in Science degree before transferring to a senior institution. So how do you know if the classes you're taking are transferable? You can always look at the course description to find out if a particular course is transferable. For example, English 111 is a transferable UGETC course. We know that because the last sentence of the course description tells us. This means that English 111 will transfer, and it will count toward the English composition requirement at the university. Contrast that with the course description for English 272. English 272 is also a transferable course, but it will not count towards your English literature requirement. It will transfer as an elective course only. Finally, some Durham Tech courses are not transferable at all. The last sentence in the course description for DRE 098 doesn't say anything about the Comprehensive Articulation Agreement or the transferability of the course. That's because DRE 098 is not a transferable course. It will not transfer to any university. We also know that because the course number is less than 100. Any of your courses that have a course number less than 100 will not transfer. If you plan to be a visiting student at Durham Tech, then there are some tips you should consider to make your transfer seamless. First of all, do your homework. University websites have lots of information about transfer admissions. Many universities state exactly which courses they want transfer students to bring to the university. Second of all, earn a C or better in your classes. The Comprehensive Articulation Agreement won't protect your transfer classes if you don't have a grade of C or better. Before you watch the next video in this series, take a few minutes to write down one advantage and one disadvantage of transferring to a university after taking only a few classes at Durham Tech.